All right, so according to the Center for Disease Control, 1 in 5 women will experience attempted or completed rape in their lifetime, and the same can be found in 1 in 14 men. The same study also showed that 43% of women and 25% of men will experience some form of sexual contact violence. In a different survey done by the Bureau of Justice Statistics, it was shown that in 2017 there were over 9 million reports of violent crime, not including homicide. Unfortunately, these statistics show how prevalent violent crimes are in today's society, and unfortunately there's no quick and easy solution for it. But I personally believe that everyone should have a knowledge of self-defense tactics, because while it doesn't guarantee your safety in the event of an attack, it definitely doesn't hurt to know the skills. So my name is Chelsea Pickering. I have a black belt in Shorin-Ryu Karate. I studied at Adirondack Self-Defense for 4 years, and I'm currently a student at Ducat's Full Contact Karate Club. And within my years of studies, I've learned a few moves that I believe are imperative, and I will actually be demonstrating them for you. And hopefully after listening to this speech, you'll be more confident in your ability to ward off an attacker. But before I show you any moves, I do want to stress that it is never the obligation of a victim to have to fight back, and that it is not their fault that they're attacked because they didn't fight back. In a situation where you would need to use these moves, you only have a few seconds to make this decision. And the biggest thing to keep in mind here is that if you're going to fight, you have to make it count. It's not about making the attacker not want to fight anymore, it's about making them not able to fight anymore. My instructor at Adirondack Self-Defense, Bill Tyler, always said that you have to incapacitate your attacker. It's an all or nothing kind of fight. So in the event that you do decide to attack back in this kind of situation, I'm going to show you a few tactics that I think are very helpful and useful. So Kristen, I'll have you join me, please. So in the event that someone were to grab you from behind, you're going to grab me. Okay. Grab me. Come on. There we go. Okay. So the biggest thing to remember here, if anybody's ever seen Miss Congeniality, is sing. It might sound silly to take something from a movie, but it's actually quite helpful. So S is for solar plexus, for their chest. So you would elbow to their chest. I is for instep, or in their foot. N is for nose, where you could hit or you could headbutt back. And then G is for groin, where you could hit with your fist or you can put up. Now, at any point of those, it doesn't have to go in order, but it should at least loosen their grip on you. So the biggest thing there is once you're free is going to be to follow up on that attack, because while I'm free, she's still free to keep coming at me. So you're going to go for either, I would always go for the calf or the knee and kick outwards from the body, or go for the nose in an upward fashion, something that's going to make it to where they can't fight back. And so the second one that I'd like to show you is if someone has you by the throat, and I have 2 moves for this one. So the first one, you would take your palms, you're going to hit on their arms in a cross body motion, and then you're going to go for the nose. And then again, she's probably going to grab your face and whatnot. You're going to keep attacking until she can't fight back anymore. And then the second one for that, if she has me by the throat, you're going to take either arm, you're going to go up and over. And then you're free to elbow, you're free to punch, and again, keep following up. And then the third move I'd like to show you is if you're on the ground. Sorry, Chris. So if she has me flat, you're gonna kneel.
Kneel? Like that?
Yep. And grab my wrists. So the biggest thing that you need to remember on this one is you need to remove one portion of their balance. So whether that be spitting in their face or whatever, I'm not actually going to spit in your face, I promise. You just need them to remove one of their arms. So I'll have you pick up this arm. So because she picked up her right arm, pick it up. I'm going to take my right leg. You're going to knee upwards and over and put your hips into it to give you a lot of motion. And from here, you can knee, you can elbow, anything that's going to keep her from being able to keep attacking you or to chase you as you run to get help. So those are the moves I wanted to show. So looking back on what we've learned, I hope you've gotten the message that self-defense isn't just as simple as throwing a punch and calling it a day, but that you need to make your attacker incapable of fighting back. Again, I stress that these skills, while they're important to know, they do not guarantee your safety in the event of an attack. But rather they're a very helpful set of skills for an emergency situation. And while I hope you never need to use them, they could potentially save your life.
Okay.